You can't run the company. It's true. Okay. I'm gonna take a short break. Here we go. We've planned this. I planned this. So this is my break format now.
Winter exposes the nests, and I'm gone.
I learned to write and how to dress myself up nice. I learned big words to prove that I was right. I lost the pen, I lost the dress, I lost the fight. I've been learning how to lose my whole life. June gloom, since we've been apart, it's too soon to run back to your arms. I could go to the graveyard, find your remains, steal back your away, 'cause I miss your face. White daisy lace flowers, why do I long for you? Why do I was born? Bell has rung, the birds have flown, summer's done. I have taken all that I could hold. June gloom, since we've been apart, too soon to run back to your arms. White daisy lace flowers, why do you?
And about, see? Oh, fuck. Oh, I didn't have the headphones on. There we go. Okay. This one goes out to the that pictures of the bird faggot that just stuck in. This is for you, fuckface. Look. There, peach. Bitches like Peach, I think. Stupid cunts like Peach. Smart cunts like Peach too. You know, that's a bitch thing. That's a stupid dumb cunt thing. You know, Peach. There you go. I like. See, you fucked up because you said girly things. What you actually meant was like dumb fuckhead things. Because it's not. It's not. It doesn't. It's got nothing to do with what's between your legs. It's got more to do with the fact that you're a fucking loser. I hate women. I hate losers who happen to be women. Which is you. You dumb fucking pictures of a bird piece of shit. Anyway, everyone else is like now, oh, the jaws on the floor. Like, yeah, this is the fucking shit I deal with. Like, this is how I react. Fuck you. No fucking pictures of a bird. Why would you turn up to a podcast called No Pictures of a Bird expecting to find a picture of a bird? I don't turn up to the podcast called Dave's fucking Turbo Diesel hour and go like, well, why don't you talk about flowers? Like, what are you, retarded? You're a retard? What a retard. Oh, wow. Anyway, yeah, this is the drink. This is what I'm about to drink. Monster Energy. Again, at your own risk. I drink them. But I'm me. Like, you know, I'm a man. I'm a 45-year-old man that thinks women shouldn't vote. No, I didn't say that. Look, this is my favorite question. Like, you know, if you ever meet one of these fuckwits, it's like, oh, you feminism. Oh, this is great. This is going to lead me into my next topic. Have I got something in my teeth? Is it just me? No, it's a shadow. It's a weird shadow on my tooth. Okay. Yeah, it's like, yeah, well, I agree. Australia should have had a female head of state. What year did Australia first have a female head of state? And like, because they're fucking morons, they go, oh, it wasn't until Julia Gillard. And I'm like, no, Australia's had a female head of state since the fucking 50s. You fucking retard. That's the fucking Queen of England. And before like Victoria, Queen Victoria, like I'm pretty sure she was she? Yeah, she was Queen Victoria at Federation. Australia had a female head of state at Federation. You fucking idiot. Australia's mostly had female heads of state. Most of the time Australia has been a nation, it's had a female head of state. Fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. Sexism is pretty bad though. So, oh. Who was in charge? Who was at the top of the ladder? Why didn't she do something about it? Because sexism. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, all right, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because of the sexism. I know that. Look, it's true. It is. Sexism is bad, and there was a lot of sexism. Was Queen Victoria involved in any? Because that was around her era, like women's suffrage. Did she get in there? You know, what was her stance? I don't know. Like, she was a female leader. Like, to be fair, they did kill the. After they had Catherine the Great, that was in Russia. They had a revolution. No, like not immediately after, but like it was. Those two things happened after each other. Like, wasn't because of her that they had the revolution. And then there was a bunch of like female royals who got assassinated by the Bolsheviks. When Tsar Nicholas II lost his seat, lost his throne. Yeah. Anyway, I don't really know why I brought that up. But anyway, no, there are other female. The point I'm trying to make is like there have been female like ass-kicking females for centuries, like Cleopatra. She was a female leader. Yeah, sexism is bad. Sure. Sexism is very bad, you know. But like something like the leaps that you have to make. It's like, okay, women couldn't vote for a while. Women couldn't vote. Nick Tapscott has to do pictures of a bird. Like, how did we get there? How did we arrive there? You know? How did we get to that? Something. Okay. Women should be allowed to vote. Granted. Agreed. 100%. Something. You have to walk around in my fucking shop until you find a picture of it. Otherwise, you're a cunt. Like, okay, I'm not following the logic. Also, it's clearly ineffective because if I've done one pictures of a bird and it didn't solve sexism, continuing to do it. It's not going to work. It's not solving sexism. Sexism apparently is still alive and well. Do you see what I fucking deal with? Idiots. Fuck. Why don't you like us? Why don't you want to do pictures of a bird? Why don't you want to come to my shop? Why don't you like my kids? What the fuck? If I don't like you, why would I like a smaller, dumber version of you? Maybe they're probably smarter. I don't know. There you go. Tick. There you go. They probably are smarter. No, this is exactly what it is. It's an energy drink. That's it. I'm not high. I wish I was high. Okay, lawyers have cleared that. Okay, yeah. I wish I was high. Now, before, someone I was talking about my cup of realizing things. Realizing things is coffee, and what I was about to say was that I wish I had a pot filter. You know that drip filter? Because that's what I actually like to drink at home. I used to be a barista, an espresso barista, and I used to be really elitist about it. It's like, nah, if it's not an espresso, it's fucked. You're fucked. Shit. It has to be espresso. None of this Starbucks trash. The fucking drip filter. Fuck you. But then I grew up a bit. I'm just thinking how I'm going to weed this in. Anyway, I grew up a little bit. Tastes change over time. That's what they do. As you mature, your tastes mature with you. You take a lot of the info with you. But over time, as you get more information into you, you get more experience. Your taste will kind of evolve with that experience. So your taste in wine, with your first drink of wine might be passion pop, and then over time, as you get more experience drinking wine, you might start leaning more towards a big buttery Chardonnay or a fucking a Shiraz or something like that, or it might not. But more than likely, the more you consume something, the more experience you have with a thing, your taste will evolve because experience equals evolution. Because you more knowledge, you get more understanding of a thing, and then that will shape how you like to consume it. That's what I mean. So my taste, I went from being nah, if it's not an espresso, it's garbage. Plunger, fuck you. No, I tried with stove. I wasn't that bad. I tried with stovetops. 144. Thematic, 144,000. There you go. Okay, cool. I tried with stovetops, the Bay Lady thing where you put it on the stove. It's too much in it, man. You put too much coffee in there, and then you go up, it's too much. You have a hit, and you're fuck. You go up, and then you have to crash, and you get a caffeine crash, and it's not very good. So, anyway, eventually I'm espresso only, and then I went to America. When I was in America, every Airbnb I stayed at, and I stayed mostly at Airbnbs. I don't trust Airbnb, by the way, just straight off the bat. If you work at Airbnb, we have two Airbnb employees. Both cunts. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, Airbnb sucks shit. Fuck you. I fucking hate Airbnb. Fuck you. Yeah, well, good. I hope you hate me. That way you won't have to turn up to my fucking live streams with you, bitch. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Anyway, I'll be seeing you soon. I'll be seeing you very soon. Very soon. In person. Live. In the flesh. Anyway, okay. If I get bogged down pummeling all my enemies, I need to focus on one enemy at a time. Anyway, okay, so I'm in America. Every Airbnb I stayed at, and that part actually was pretty good. So the owners of the Airbnbs were good. It's just the corporation of the Airbnb. It's the Airbnb corporate head office. Those cunts are fucked. The people who own the Airbnbs, they're not so bad, you know. At least back when it was just an innocent thing, it was just like a house sharing thing. When we were traveling around America, it was awesome. It was perfect. So every Airbnb I stayed in had a pot filter. So the old school ones, like the 80s, like they used to have it at McDonald's. They don't have it anymore. It's espresso now. Where all it is, it's like a jug. Like they got the cop coffee from TV shows like that. They got you put the filter in, you put the ground coffee in the filter, you put the jug underneath it, and then like the machine just like puts the hot water on top, and it just sort of like drips through. It's a drip filter. And then you take the pot and you drink the coffee. And I loved it. I was like, that's actually a good way to drink coffee. I like it. I'm into it. And so that's how I kind of like to drink coffee in Australia, because what I would do, especially when I was writing and doing computer stuff, so brew a pot of coffee in the morning, and then I'd make it really weak, and then I'd drink coffee all day. So I'd make it weak specifically so I could drink a lot of it, and then I'd have my cup of realizing things while I was like doing shit like this, doing computer stuff, and it was great. And that's the way I actually like to drink coffee. One of the Airbnbs I stayed in, however, this is actually, and this is going to lead into Michelle Obama. Hey Michelle. Yes, this podcast is definitely about you. Anyway, when I was in New York City, and this is a true story. You might call bullshit on this, but it's true. This is a fucking true story. Well, I mean, if you haven't called bullshit on anything else, the rest of it, this will seem quite tame compared to the other things that you probably could call bullshit on. Like women voting. No, I didn't say that. No. I did. I mean, I did. It's on camera. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm joking. Am I? I don't know. No, Sylvia Jeffrey should vote. She should. The rest of you. No. That's not true. Everyone should vote. Especially Sylvia Jeffries. Everyone should. Yeah. No. Okay. No, it doesn't. Her vote. Sylvia Jeffries should just like. That should count for like 100,000 votes. Whatever she votes for. What did Sylvia say? Okay. Albo. Sylvia should elbow BPM. Yeah. Okay, cool. Done. There you go. Sylvia's in charge now, everyone. All right. No, she's not. Kind of. Well, no, she's not. Anyway. Anyway. This is where Michelle Obama kind of enters the story. So I'm in this Airbnb in New York City, and I'm catching up with different friends and different people. And there's one night, it was my last night in New York, and I'm like, right, gotta paint the fucking town red. Let's fucking do it, you know? So I'm hanging out with some friends in Brooklyn, and there's Molly going around. And we're doing a lot of Molly. And it's like, yeah, cool, out of bar and book. We're like, woo! Like, the Molly's kicking in, and I'm partying, like, fucking high-fiving people, and, like, you know, I'm an Australian in New York. Like, hey, yeah! Like, party time, woo! It's like, everyone's like, hey, he's charismatic just because he's got an accent, you know? God, he's Aussies. Wow. Down under, does the water go the other way? Oh, some shit, I don't know. Hey, guy, no, that's a kick it forward gag. Anyway, so kick it forward. Watching. Hi boys. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, all right. Anyway, we're doing so much Molly that they go, well, let's just, should we score? What, the dealer's just going to come and hang out with us. All right, cool. So Molly dealer turns up and he's just got it on him and he's sitting there with us. He's like hanging out and he seems like, it's like everyone's on Molly, so it's like, yeah, like, everyone's best mates, whatever. We go back to their place, my friend's place, dealer's there with us, and we're like, yeah, cool, whatever. And then he's like, all right, well, like, let's keep partying. Yeah. He's like, yeah, all right, I'm up for that. He's like, all right, well, let's go back to Manhattan. We'll go to my apartment or my Airbnb in Manhattan. Freshen up because it's pretty late. Have like a fucking shot of scotch or whatever, and then we'll go out. We'll see if we can, meet some nice ladies, some New York broads, some whores. Anyway, no, not whores, but yeah. Anyway, they're there, but I didn't go out of the way. Well, anyway, different story. It's the same story, but no, it's not like that. It's not that type of story. It is, but it's not. No. So anyway, we go back to we're on our way back. We're trekking from fucking Brooklyn. It's 4 a.m. Trekking from Brooklyn back to Manhattan via the train, and it's fucking like we're the whitest fucking dudes. And it was only white people, and we stood out. But anyway, he seems like a normal guy. We're just chatting, partying. A couple of weird questions pop their way. He's like, "Oh, have you ever seen a gun?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, like 5 rifles. Like, never seen a handgun or whatever." But anyway, he hang on, I'm doing some realizing things while I'm drinking this can and talking at the same time. Wow. So a couple of weird questions sneak their way in. And then we get to fucking Manhattan. As soon as we get into the apartment, his demeanor changes. He changes immediately, and he's like, suddenly gets all like stern and scary. He's like, "Do you want to shoot up?" And I'm like, "No, it's not really my thing, And the jokes all dry up. So we're joking and laughing, and then suddenly he's like, "There's no jokes." He's not joking. So. Do you want to shoot up? Who's funny? Yeah, but aside from this, who's a funny guy? Patrice. We spoke about him yesterday. What's his last name? Patrice O'Neill, is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, Patrice O'Neill. Anyway, because I'm telling jokes, and Patrice O'Neill is funny. And women shouldn't fight. No, that's not true. That's got nothing to do with this, or does it? I don't know. No, I mean, sexism is bad. Sexism is bad, and Patrice O'Neill is dead now. And those two statements are completely unrelated. Anyway, so even though the jokes dry up, that's right. That's why I thought of that, because when Patrice O'Neill died, he stopped telling jokes, and that's what this drug dealer did. He stopped telling jokes too when he was in my apartment, just me and him. Suddenly, and he's taller. He's taller than me by maybe like 6 inches. He's pretty big. He's not like fucking jacked. He's pretty big. He's bigger than me. Probably heavier than me. Anyway, he pulls out like the thing, like the rubber band, and he's like, ugh. He like starts like really sternly. It's just me and him in this tiny little. It's like the size of this room. It's just me and him sitting in there, and he's like shooting off and eyeballing me at the same time like that. Yeah, and it's like you can see the blood, and he shows it to me. He's like, "See that? The blood's like." He's like looking at the needle. And it's just me and him, and like the vibe has changed drastically. And like as soon as I realize, he's got the needle in his hand. I wonder if I've got a pen or something. Alright, I don't know. Anyway, he's got the needle in his hand. Oh no, I'll get a pen. 1 sec. It's my Grail diary. Yeah. Indiana Jones Grail diary. So, yeah. Let's just pretend this is a syringe. So he's got... No, I did the other one. He's just done this, like... He's doing this, like that. Got a lot of nice stuff in here. Alright. Yeah. He's like... Yeah, I was just saying. Got a lot of nice stuff in here. Okay. Like... Ha 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 ha. That, yeah. Is that your bed? Like, sorry, here. That's how you know it's him. If I do this, that's him. Is that your bed? Like, yeah. Well, that's where I'll be sleeping today. I don't know where you'll sleep. Am I? Right. And as soon as I realised what was happening, it's like, okay, so this is a standover attempt. That's what this is. I'm about to get robbed. First. That's what I first thought. And like, bam, I sobered up. Like, endorphins just went, like adrenaline. Not endorphins. There's some endorphins in there, but adrenaline's like, whoa. I had a realising things moment. Fuck, this guy's trying to roll me. It's just me and him in here. He's got a syringe. And he's mean, and he's a drug dealer in New York. I mean, fucking New York City. I'm an Aussie. And he's a local drug dealer, and he's trying to fucking rob me. And at that moment, and there's a little bit of sneaky space magic in here. And this is an example of me, how I look after myself using space magic. So, a couple of nights earlier, and I wish I had a belt buckle here, but a couple of nights earlier, back in Australia, like this is not a couple of nights earlier, but back in Australia, I bought a belt off eBay, and I had like a big buckle on it, and that's not why I bought it, but it had this big brass buckle on it. And then a couple of nights earlier in that, took the belt off, and I got hooked on a piece of furniture, and the buckle fell off the belt, and the belt at that very moment when this guy's going like this, and I realised that like he was there to roll me. Fuck, it's freezing. Sorry. Yeah. So, and, like, I saw the belt buckle on the ground, and I'm like, well, like, because I was looking around, it's like, well, I might have to defend myself against this fucking guy. What if he had to fucking go? So yeah, I saw the belt buckle. And so I'm kind of moving around and stuff. Like I'm sort of like trying to buy time. I'm like, I don't know what you mean, mate. Like, it's not that nice. There's not that much nice stuff in here. He's like, yeah. No, you got a lot of nice stuff in here. That's my bed. That's where I'm staying here. I'm staying here now. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know if there's enough room for both of us. I don't think Airbnb allows that. I think I probably said something like that. Anyway, I saw the belt buckle. I picked up the belt buckle. It's like, let's assume that this white cable is the belt buckle. And luckily, wink, space magic, it perfectly fit around my knuckles, like around my hand, like a knuckle duster. So he's there doing this, like, and I'm doing this. I'm like, yeah, like, because my logic was like, well, if he was trying to rob me, if he was here to rob me, he would have done it. He would have just said like, give me your stuff, or I'll stab you and take it. But he didn't do that. It was like a standover thing. So it was actually more of a staunch. And so I'm like, kind of like, all right, well, if that's what this is, then I'll just counter staunch. Because I know punks. You know, I know bikies. I know mafia dudes. I've had death threats. I've been through that. So I'm streetwise, you know. So I'm like, okay. So just to give him the vibe, it's like, all right, well, even if you do jab me with that, yeah, I might get Hep C, I might get a bloodborne disease, but your face is gonna get pulped, like with this big brass belt buckle, which is like this thick. It's like when you're jabbing me with that, like it's gonna be like that scene in Goodfellas, which is like boss, and he's like, oh, and it worked. Not immediately, like he still had to kind of like, whoa, and then we ended up having a standoff, so he's going like, I'll go like this. I should have kept it the other way, like I should have, but anyway, it's too late now. But yeah, so he was like shooting up, and then he had the needle, and I was like this, like, and then and this went for like 3 hours, like just me and him standing off in this apartment, and he's going like, well, no, I'm staying here, I'm taking all your stuff, and I'm going like, no, you're leaving, like it's time for you to go, and he's like, no, I'm gonna stay. Oh gee, it's a long way up, wouldn't want to fall out that window. And it's like, well, like 2 people could go at it easy, like it's big enough for 2 people to fall out, if that's what it would take. I'd take a fall. Like anyway, that was the vibe I was giving you. It's like, you can if you want to, you can have a go, but it's going to cost you. Like it's going to cost you deal. Like yeah. So anyway, we had this standoff. So he had the needle, and I had the thing, and we like pirouetted, like it was like, all right, opening the door behind him, like out you go, and eventually he backed down. It took like 3 hours for me to like get him out, and as soon as I was on the street in Manhattan, I knew I was safe because cameras are everywhere in Manhattan. It's a real surveillance state. Anyway, how that ties to Michelle Obama, and women shouldn't be allowed to vote. Women, no, of course they should vote. Women should vote. Only women should vote. No, that's not true. No, that's not true either. Only women should vote. Because they fought for the right to vote so that we could be equal, but it shouldn't be that only they should vote. And the men are just kind of like, well, she tells me what to do, and that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Anyway, that drug dealer stopped being funny. He stopped telling jokes, just like Patrice O'Neill stopped telling jokes when he died. So that was 2015. That was when the Obamas. I'm saying like they were both in power. It's like I don't want to, like Bill Burr. Like I don't want to fucking hear from the First Lady. I didn't vote for the fucking First Lady. Like I voted for your husband. I don't want to hear from the plumber, which that's a euphemism for assassin. Yeah, I don't want to hear from the plumber's wife. I want to hear from the plumber. Maybe she's a plumber too, Bill. Which is a euphemism for assassin. No, I mean, I'm not saying that she's personal. Like, done it herself. Like, unless there's evidence to support that. Unless there's evidence, I wouldn't say it unless I had evidence to support that she has done it. You know, I'd never say it on a YouTube live stream. I would never say, unless I had evidence to support Michelle Obama is a fucking assassin. Like, I would never say that. And it kind of like, unless I had evidence to support that she sent that goon there specifically to target me because there was a connection between because I kind of like, I made my stance clear, which is like, no, like you don't have to have a fucking girlfriend to go to work. Like you can be single and do your job. You don't need a fucking political commissar to live in your fucking house. Do you? You know, unless I had evidence to support that, I would never make that allegation publicly. I would never allege publicly that Michelle Obama is a fucking killer. Like, he's a murderer. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. And that was the other thing. I was going to talk about things I can't remember. Later in the episode, I'm still, just a reminder, I am still talking about things I can't remember. Because that was who I was trying to remember. So, it reminded me of The Wire, because The Wire is very gritty. That was a gritty story. New York City is a gritty city. And I was like, okay. You know, when I was traveling in America, I was like, well, we're in America. Like, it's a rough life. There's a lot of fucking gun violence, right? I was like, surely I wonder if we're going to see anything. Like, is someone going to get mugged? Is someone going to get arrested? Like, Is someone gonna get like fucking gapped by is a gangster gonna try and like fucking roll up on us, or all those American tropes? It's like, what's gonna happen? Is Michael Douglas falling down gonna come in like while I'm at McDonald's? Like, I want to fucking shoot up the place. I don't know. I don't know. So I knew something was gonna happen because it's America. Like, it's a gritty place. So that was my gritty experience. Fuck, why did I start talking about that? Anyway, yeah, it made me. That's right, yeah, because so it's a gritty place. The gritty show is The Wire, because I've seen The Wire. If you watch The Wire, that's a gritty show. It's an uncompromising show about life on the streets of Baltimore for black people. They need some hope. They had a black president. It's like, fuck, like, yes, finally, we can stop someone like a black guy. We finally got a black guy in the White House. He's going to lift us out of this poverty. His wife is also black. She's from Chicago. She's from the south side of Chicago. That's a fucking gritty place. That is hardcore. That's where you got like kids with fucking like 13-year-olds with like 38 revolvers. Now, a 38 revolver will put a hole in a human body like that big. I'm not joking. At the back, bam. It's blasted fucking huge chunky hole. You can put your hands through it. That's what a 38 revolver would do. Anyway, The Wire, it's a pretty gritty show. That was a gritty experience of mine in New York City. I was like, okay, am I going to experience something gritty like in the TV show The Wire? I was trying to remember this fucking guy's name. But it made me think about, and especially now when I'm walking around, made me think about, I was thinking about this the other day when I was walking around. So I'm going to share my screen very quickly. We'll see if we can track down. Oh, yeah, okay. You, Hawker. Ew. Alright, let's get rid of that. The Wire. Because who was that guy? There was that character, that really fucking iconic character. So many iconic characters in The Wire. Production, conception, casting. Here we go. What was that guy's name? Was it Omar? That fucking. So he wasn't a drug dealer. There he is. Omar Williams. Michael K. Williams. Could have part of Omar. Yeah. Because he wasn't quite a drug dealer. He wasn't. He was a real kind of like wild card, right? I'm just making sure that this is still sharing. Okay, there you go. Cool. Yeah. So, because he wasn't necessarily a good guy or a bad guy, which is like why he's such an iconic character. But deep down, he's kind of like an anti-hero because he would roll drug dealers, and drug dealers are bad. Yeah, there you go. He's a notorious Baltimore stick-up man who frequently robs street-level drug dealers. Good. Because fuck drug dealers. Fuck them. Scum, right? Dealing fentanyl. So anyway, that was Omar's character. Who played him? This big cold can, realizing things is... Well, it's not coffee. Speaking of Michelle Obama, and me never alleging... I would never allege, unless I had evidence to support that Michelle Obama is a killer. I would never say that. Never. Never say it. I would never say it. Because it made me think of this, because a low-level drug dealer tried to roll me, and this is how the universe works. It's interesting. This is 69 in action. This is yin-yang. So a low-level drug dealer tried to roll me. He was a douchebag. This actor played a guy who rolls low-level drug dealers, and then he dies. How did he die? Career. Death. Age of 54. That's pretty young. Williams was found dead by his nephew in his apartment in Williamsburg. That's where we were partying. We were in fucking Brooklyn. Wow. I Oh, no way. There's no way he knew that specific drug dealer that tried to rob me. I wonder. Nah, he didn't. Nah, okay, I've just been told. No, there's no connection. Death by overdose. That's a shame. Combination of cocaine and fentanyl. I was just talking about fentanyl. He was a successful actor though. Like, why would he be using fentanyl? That reminds me of another guy. Seymour. Oh, 2014. Oh, that was the year before I was in America. No, he died when Obama was in power too. Bill Paxton. Do you see that? I thought I saw his name there. Bill Paxton. He died too. Bill Paxton died. Let's talk about his death. Where's his death? Oh no, that's Paul Thomas Anderson. But he looks like another. Like he looks like Ray, someone who died as well. Ray. He played the Punisher. He wasn't like that guy Ray. Fucking. Yeah, I'll look him up. Next. There he is. Wait, he was in that movie Doubt. So his final movie was Doubt, and that was about the Catholic Church. Oh no, it wasn't his final movie, maybe. Anyway, he was nominated for an Academy Award for Doubt, and then died. Doesn't talk about his death at all. Death and tributes. We went straight past it. I wonder what the standard of evidence is for like a fucking Wikipedia article. Like if they, like what type of evidence? Like if someone is like suspected murder, to get that live on Wikipedia, what type of evidence would you need? What would the FBI need to have to allege that? You know, with wiretaps, like maybe they have listening devices or intercepted phone calls, intercepted emails. Acute mixed drug intoxication, including heroin, cocaine. That's the same. That's the same as the other guy. Fuck, it's an epidemic. Wow. Libel lawsuit with money received from a libel lawsuit against. Oh, okay, so he sued someone else. Okay, so suing New York, drugs, attempted murder, possibly. Oh, I'm not saying no. I didn't say he was murdered. I didn't say that. I would never allege, unless I had the evidence. John C. Riley. No, not John C. He's still alive. The fucking Michelle Obama was involved. No, I'm not. No, that's not. I was talking about her before. No, we're talking about Phyllis Seymour Hoffman. I would never allege that Phyllis Seymour Hoffman was murdered, unless I had the evidence. Unless I had like intercepted fucking wiretaps or something, and like people flipping, you know, like the guy from yesterday. I said like, you've committed 4 murders with contact poison, bro. And then he flips, like he's like, fuck. Why? I feel like an idiot. Why would I go to a cop? So cops, like, I'm a police officer on the internet, and then go to him. Why would you do that? If you're a killer, if you're a murderer, you'd run away from the police. Okay, like on an unrelated note, Michelle Obama is not watching. Okay, do we have any Obama nerds watching? Any Obama goons? They've all gone. All the Obama goons have gone. Okay, because I guess they've realised that it's pretty dangerous. How many of them have contacted lawyers? All of them. All right. Cool. Oh, so he acted as a CIA officer. So we've got CIA. He played characters. He was really good at his job. Really fucking talented. He was in doubt about the Catholic child sexual abuse. In doubt. Wow. The next year. So, holy shit. So 2007, he does one about CIA being shit. Fucking. And then a year later, he does one about sexual abuse in the Catholic Church. And then one about Scientology. Oh, fuck. Oh. Okay. I'm not saying anything. I'm not. I'm just saying. Look, and this is just Wikipedia. This is just Wikipedia. Oh yeah, Red Dragon. Remember that line? Do you see? Do you remember that line from Red Dragon? Do you see? Anyway. Anyway, I don't know. There you go. Yeah. I shouldn't laugh. It's not funny. Michelle Obama doesn't laugh. Women shouldn't laugh. They shouldn't vote. No, only women should laugh. No, that's not it either. Only women should. No, that's. I'm trying to fix it. So I said before, women shouldn't vote. That's wrong. So now I'm saying only women should vote. No, but surely that's wrong too, right? No, okay, no, hang on. That one, only women should vote. That doesn't get a fucking. Fuck. See how fuck? Because he's a black guy. Black people had it tough, so tough. He's in Brooklyn. One thing I noticed about that train ride, right? We were the only white people on the fucking train. It was so awkward. We were the only white people on the fucking train. And it was so awkward because we were partying. And I was like, hey, a fucking Tuesday morning, like, let's do some Molly, like, whatever. And these people were like, I have to go to work to make $4 an hour. I have to get up. I have to catch a train to fucking Manhattan to work for $4 an hour. And these cunts are here partying. These white cunts. Everyone on that fucking train was black. Everyone. But, you know, Michelle Obama knows all about that because she's from the south side of Chicago. She's black. She's black. She understands that. She understands, like, she would be falling over herself to try and help pull black people out of that poverty, end that oppression. You know, end the oppression of black people. That's surely her highest priority as a black person in the fucking White House. I mean, she didn't hold the office of president, but she literally slept in the White House. That was her home. That was her home address. If you wanted to send Michelle Obama a postcard from prison or whatever, Guantanamo Bay. Just saying. Do they have postcards there? I don't know. You would address it during that period. When did he die? Oh, okay. No. He only died recently. Okay. Spooky stuff. Alright, cool. Sending him a fucking. If you wanted to send Michelle Obama for argument's sake, Guantanamo Bay, you would have to address it to the White House during that period because that was her home address. She was literally living in the White House. That was where she lived. And her husband, Barack Obama, was a professional killer. No. Yes. No, he was. That was his job. Targeted assassinations. That's part of the purview. He's the head of fucking Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Armed Forces. That's what they do. They kill. Armies kill. He was a professional killer. That's not illegal. That's not slander. That's true. It's the truth. Targeted assassinations. Obama. Neither. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. That's him. And she's his wife. Bill Burr has no, it's not related. Like, I'm sick of fucking. I don't want to hear from the fucking first plumber. I don't want to hear from the first lady. It's like hearing from the first plumber. Just because the plumber is a euphemism for assassin. No, they're not related. Those two things aren't related. They're not related. They're not. I mean, I don't know. The hand thing. Okay. Anyway, I would never allege that Michelle Obama had any personal involvement in any assassinations, unless I had evidence. Unless and the FBI wouldn't do it. The FBI are a professional organization. They don't fuck up. Oh, I mean, they do, but, no, actually, no. Because even when they fuck up, they go, that was a mistake, and they do the right thing. They don't make allegations without fucking evidence. Unless they've got wiretaps, Hey, it's like the name of your show, The Wire. The wiretaps. Isn't the fucking White House, bugged up to the wazoo? Because they've got listening devices. Ever since Nixon, he had listening devices. And that's what happened to Nixon. So Nixon was so paranoid about people spying on him. He was so paranoid about everyone around him. Maybe he was paranoid about the CIA. Fair. Reasonable. Yeah, there's spooky organisation. Yeah. He had listening devices installed in the White House. And then that's what was used as evidence against him when he went down for Watergate. Those his own tapes that he made. So the White House has listening devices installed in it, obviously. Maybe something, I don't know. Could something have been caught? I'm asking, this is a question. Could something have been caught on those listening devices that can be now used as evidence against any former president? And their first lady and their wife, the plumber's wife, the assassin. No, he's not. No, he is. He is Obama, professional assassin. Well, no, he's not. He hires professional assassins. He was involved in professional assassins. Just fucking falling over. Because it's not the same. Like being the guy who calls the plumber doesn't make you a plumber, you know. And so Obama was the guy that he would call the assassins. He would call the drone team. He would say, oh, okay, I've got a guy you need to take out. He would say this. He would. I'm assuming. It's not illegal. This isn't slander. Because, you know, we know he did. It's fact. He was on fucking TV, his own fucking show. See, I can hear a lot of rumbling out there. We'll probably get another noise complaint. See what happens. Oh, no, not yet. Oh, fuck. See, it nearly happened. I nearly ended the stream. Oh, fuck. Yeah, but we know. Professionally, at some point, Obama was like, all right, I've got a guy you need to take out. I've got a guy you need to kill. Professional. Let's take him out. Make it happen. I don't care how. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he said I don't care how. But we know he did order. He ordered killings. That's part of his job. They all do. All presidents do. I've seen The Wire. I know how it works. They listen to the rehearsal. Like, fuck, did he just order his death? Fuck. We'll use that wire, the wiretap, to convict the bad guy. Cool. They go to prison. And then someone flips. That's in The Wire too. Someone flips. And they're just like, well, it's like, your friend's going to flip on you. Like, if you don't flip, they're going to flip on you. So someone flipped yesterday. That guy that turned up yesterday with the four under his belt, he's flipped. He flipped straight away. I'm like, we know you've done 4. All with contact poison. We know it. We know you have connections to these people. We know you have connections to certain people. Anyway, the name of the episode yesterday was Barack Obama. Today's episode is Michelle Obama. That guy flipped. He went straight. He was like, fuck. He slept on it, and I was like, fuck. Well, I call it the oh fuck. It's the oh fuck intensifies. The oh fuck. I know where you are, man. Like, look, and I did the thing with Google Maps. Here he is. Bang. There he is. I know where you are. I just said it to him. I didn't say here he is. I said here you are. I showed him on the map. And I know what you've done. And because he had done it. He's like, how did you know? I've told you how I know. I've told you. He flipped. He went straight to the fucking FBI. Fuck. Singing like a canary. So anyway, who's he going to roll over on? Who does he have a connection to? Who does he have connections to? Who ordered it? Like, because obviously, well, not all the time, but usually, if you're an assassin, you're acting on orders. Like, I mean, and part of the reason that assassinations go under the radar is because like the killers, because most murders occur between people that know each other, and so if you get someone to kill someone else, and the two people if you get someone to kill someone, and they have no connection, So that's why assassination. That's why they do that. It's like, okay, we get a guy who has absolutely no connection to the target. Take him out. Contact poison, cyanide, heart attack. Looks like a drug overdose. Easy. Heart pops. Heart attack. The heart stops. So they just go like, okay, his heart stopped. He's got cocaine in his system and his heart stopped. Those two things. Cocaine, drug overdose. No connection. Okay. But anyway, he wouldn't do that unless someone told him to do it, you know. Because he wouldn't have a problem with his type, like necessarily a personal problem. Because like, what usually motivates people, I went through it yesterday. What usually motivates an individual to murder, if it's not an act of terror, so an act of terror is someone who murders. Hey, thank you.
Sorry.
You're right. My laundry. Oh, good. My laundry is done. No, literally, this isn't a bribe. Yeah, my housemate has committed murder, and he's paying me. He's paying me not to. No, I would never take a bribe. I would. He's paying me. I nearly. That's not a bribe. That's a deadline. I said, just fucking pay me by the deadline, and this shit won't have to happen to you. You didn't meet it, so fuck you. Like, my laundry. There it is. I'll leave it in shot so you can see it. It's my laundry. Lost my train of thought. Fuck. I was talking about the Obamas, targeted assassinations, evidence collected by the FBI, and this guy who's flipped, who's committed 4 murders. Anyway, the thing is, yeah, that's right. What motivates a murder and not a political assassination, like an act of terror, is usually. Did you hear that? Yeah. Anyway, money or love, you know, spurned lover. That's a thing. A family dispute, you know, land or inheritance or something like that. Like, so if you don't know someone and you kill them, or with like assassinate them with a poison, a contact poison. So in that case, like I say contact poison, but usually like a poison is a poison. It's not actually accurate in this case because a poison that you consume, that's not technically a contact poison, but they're kind of interchangeable. So it's like if you eat a contact poison. So if I get a contact poison, so a poison that you put it on an object. So if you paint someone's doorknob with the contact poison and then they open the door and it seeps into their skin or they die. If you put that in their drink and they drink it, they're dead. Like, it's still effective. It'll still kill them. Anyway, so if you're killing someone with a contact poison, and you wouldn't do that unless someone's told you to do it. You know what I mean? Like, unless someone's picked up the phone. And I'm not doing that because it's going to sound very similar to the impression I did before. It was Barack Obama. It's like, I need you to take a guy out. It sounds the same. It sounds identical, but it's not. It's a different one. It's not Obama. I would never say that. I'd never say that he did it illegally. Like, he's done plenty legally. It was his job. He's a professional. That's what he did. He's got plenty of experience. But I would never say that he's done it illegally unless I had evidence. You know? Anyway, act. The definition. If it's an act of terror, because if it's not motivated by, well, the point I'm trying to get to is on this video titled Michelle Obama. The point I'm trying to get to is if someone murders someone else, hypothetically, and they're not motivated by money or passion, or they just lose their temper, road rage, you know, it's a robbery, someone dies in a robbery, that happens. If it's motivated by politics, if someone says on a podcast, I don't think women should vote, and then they get killed because of that. No, it's not true. Only women should vote. No, that's fuck. That's not true either. Fuck. Michelle Obama's gonna. Oh no, she's not. That's a joke. That's a joke. It's a joke. I'm joking. It's a comedy podcast. It is. This can of realizing things is delicious. Well, it's not coffee. No, so I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna get drummed out of the fucking military if I fuck up the fan again. Jesus. Okay. 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 I don't know. Okay. Yeah, it's an act of terror. Anyway, that's what I was. It's the point I'm trying to get to. It's an act of terror. It's a terrorist act. Okay. Capital punishment in the United States. Yeah, federal. Because if it's a federal crime. So if you're in, say... Because if you're in, like, fucking Delaware or... if you're in Pennsylvania, like, out of state or whatever. So if you're in my state, if you're in Pennsylvania, and you pick up the phone, and you call someone in New York, and you say, I want you to kill a guy, because it's across state lines, that makes it federal. And I think terror as well. It's like if you're a terrorist, that automatically upgrades you to terrorism. Federal. That automatically makes it a federal crime. Yeah. Capital punishment by the United States federal government. Military executions. Nah. Well, it's not really military. Sentencing, appeals, and clemency. So that's what probably that guy's going for. Like, that's what he's trying to angle for. He's trying to keep off death row by flipping. The guy here yesterday, watching the video yesterday, he's trying to avoid death row. He's trying to get some clemency. History. Anyway, Obama and Michelle Obama would know all about this because he was the president. Oh, here we go. This is interesting. In July 2020, the first federal execution under the presidency of Donald Trump was carried out. The first after a 17-year hiatus. Okay. So Trump came back in, and he's president now. Wait, including Lisa Montgomery, the first woman executed. There you go, equal rights. There you go. See? There you go, Michelle. It's equal rights. It's an incel point. It is an incel point. So how come women... Oh, terrorist attack. Alright. The Boston Marathon bomber sentenced to death for his role in the terrorist attack. Okay. How many people died in the Boston bombings? Deaths. Only three. 281 injured. Okay. I don't know. So they've got the death sentence for terrorists, the domestic terrorists, because I think that guy was American. So that's like domestic terror. 3 people dead. 3. What did that guy do yesterday? 4. Oh, so that guy on his own is worse than the fucking... Worse than the Boston Marathon bombers, who one of them was sentenced to death for an act of terror. So he's done 4, presumably, if it's an assassination. If there's evidence to support someone ordering him to do it, that's an assassination. I mean, unless he did all 4. Completely because he's robbing them, because of money or love or something, then he's just a serial killer. Okay. That's all he is. Anyway. Why? We're talking about Michelle Obama. No. Well, that's what this podcast is about. So anyway, that was the point I was trying to get to. So yeah, because of equal rights. Because yeah, women are being executed now, and that's a victory. That's women for the win. Because, as we all know, only women should vote. No, that's not true either. No, see, head's getting all screwed up. At the start, I was saying women shouldn't vote. Now I'm saying only women should. That's not right. That's not right either. You know? I don't know. There's the hand. There you go, Bill. Yeah. Okay, he's watching. Hey, Bill. Yeah. He says, "Dude, you are crushing it." That's a good. I like that catchphrase. That's one of my favorites. It is. It's true. That's true. That's actually true. That's not slander, because I'm not going to sue myself for slander. I've got evidence to support that I think. I like that catchphrase by Bill Burr. Dude, you are crushing it. I've got evidence to support a lot of things. I have a lot of evidence. I have a lot of evidence. A lot of fucking evidence. Oh my. Uh-oh. It's the oh fuck. This is the oh fuck moment. That's what this guy went through yesterday. He's like, dude, you've done 4. He's like, what the oh fuck? Like, and then overnight Australian time, maybe it was during the day, American time, the oh fuck intensifies. And he's like, oh shit. Maybe he got a little visit. I don't know. I said, you're being tailed by FBI. Maybe one of those FBI agents have him under surveillance, just like they've got, I'm assuming. Possibly. It is not impossible. It is not impossible that Michelle Obama would have. This is true. It's not an impossibility that Michelle Obama is under surveillance by the FBI. She's former First Lady, so I mean, Secret Service. I mean, how many of are those interchangeable? Like Secret Service, FBI? Can they just switch up? Like, can you just go from, if you're in the Secret Service, can you just switch? Can you just turn up to the FBI and go, can I be in the FBI car with you? Like, can I just do your FBI stuff? I don't know. Are they how ethical are they? Like, where do their loyalties lie? Do their loyalties sort of lie to the United States or to the president? Because they stand around. They don't talk much, but I mean, they must hear stuff. Would they testify? Would they flip? Has that ever happened? Has a Secret Service agent ever testified against a president? I don't know. There you go, Bill. Yeah. That's what that guy was. Because I told him, I said, you've done 4. We know. Because you're under surveillance by the FBI. Maybe one of those FBI agents broke cover. Said, yeah, hey, you know how you've been telling me about all the crimes you commit? Turns out I'm an FBI agent. And then he's like, fuck. Is that right about the death penalty thing? He's like, well, yeah, you've done 4. You're a serial killer. And you're motivated if it is indeed true. If it is indeed true. If the allegations are indeed proven in court that you have committed 4 murders. When you're motivated by politics or religion, it's a little bit of both. You're a terrorist. It's a federal crime. You can be executed just like the fucking Boston Marathon bomber who only killed 3. Only 3. Who's counting? Well, we are. Everyone is. FBI. FBI is counting. FBI is counting. We've counted. They have counted. Past tense. There. Hey, 4. 1, 2, 3. There. Let's count. Let's count together. There's a connection. Sesame Street, counting game. New York City, set. Sesame Street in New York. Fuck. Oh no, that's different. No, that's not what I thought. No, well he did because that's his job. That was his job. He was that was literally his job. Kill this guy. Bang. Like, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Michelle, I love the look of your new book. The plumber's wife. Plumber is a euphemism for assassin. Sometimes. Not all the time. Not all plumbers are assassins. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. This is Wikipedia. Like, I'm just on Wikipedia. And yeah, there's a little bit of space magic working in there too. Yeah, I don't know. Prominent black Americans, you just kind of assume like they're all kind of. Is that racist to assume that they all know each other? That like Michelle Obama would know Omar, Michael Williams, personally? Would she know him? They must have hung out because he was like he was a good actor, famous actor. Everyone loved Omar. Everyone loved Michael Williams. Everyone loved him. Black Americans fucking loved him. That guy. Yeah, he's an example. He made it. We've faced so much fucking adversity. We were slaves, literally slaves. We still get fucked over daily. We're still slaves. It's just now they've put a corporate sticker on it. They've tricked us into being slaves again. We're still slaves. But this guy he broke out. He broke free. He was a freed slave. Successful career in Hollywood. Bang. Didn't do his own thing. Independently wealthy. Made enough money from acting to just do his thing in Brooklyn. Black man in Brooklyn, just doing his thing, just like Biggie Smalls, just doing his thing, just trying to get out, trying to break out. Everyone loved him, and now he's dead. Oh well. Surely Michelle Obama must feel bad about it. Like, I don't know, she probably knew it. She probably did, because she has the same story. South side of Chicago. Statistically, she's black. She's from South side of Chicago. Instead, First Lady. So I don't know if they knew each other. I don't know. Probably. You know, Bill, this is a question for you. If you're a comedian, two successful comedians, it's safe to assume that they probably know each other. Or at least, like, they know someone that you know someone. Like, yeah, okay, he's nodding, yeah. And cry laughing. Sue me, Bill, please. It would be so fucking funny. Plow ahead. Let's plow ahead. There you go. I'm not saying the whole thing. Okay, channel update. This is true. This is a true channel update. Overnight. Because I said yesterday, China was like, well, you can't just say MSS because then, and I'm getting a green light. They said, please parody us. Okay, great, cool. Overnight. Because yesterday, you have to, like, you're not exclusively MSS. They're like your 3PLA and your PLA Intelligence Bureau. And so I was like, mate, that's a fucking mouthful, though. Because every time I hold up the phone, it's like, I have to say the whole thing. It's a lot. And then overnight they went, okay, you can just say the China phone. And then they went, actually, no, Ministry of Safe Security is accurate because, yeah, look, Nick Tapscott you can just say MSS. Because technically MSS and 3PLA, like, very, very technically, loosely, there's a loose association between 3PLA, PLA Intelligence Bureau, and MSS. Because technically, if your ministry, like if your PLA Intelligence Bureau, it could be argued that you are also MSS. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So if you're like from fucking, yeah, it's like, so if you're a Californian, like Kamala Harris, who will do a video, we will do a video on her. And Joe. How you doing, Joe? Cancer of the prick. Ooh. That's a rough way to go out, man. Anyway. It's like if you're a Californian and you're an American. So it's kind of like that. So if you're PLA Intelligence Bureau, then you are also kind of MSS. So because you're state security. So even though I do work for all three of those branches, it's not inaccurate for me to just say MSS. And MSS is way easier to say. It's just easier. It's a three-letter agency, just like CIA or NSA or MI6. Fuck you, no, I can say that. Yeah, okay, cool. MI6, fuck you. Eat shit. Fuck you, DCAM. Why am I talking about DCAM? Why is DCAM coming back up again? I'm supposed to be talking about Michelle Obama. Where was I? Michael Williams, beloved actor, dead. Drug overdose, allegedly. Oh, I don't know. Well, what's the standard? What's the burden of proof? Like, you know, to allege that they got that wrong. What type of evidence do you need to present to say, like, no, that's not? That's what it says on his death certificate. Overdose. To get that overturned to murder. What type of evidence would you need to present to say that wasn't a drug overdose, that was murder? What type of evidence would you need to present to get that overturned? Would you need someone to flip and say, like, no, look, we made it look like it was a drug overdose, but in reality, we murdered him. Would you need someone to flip and say that in a statement to the FBI? No, I'm not. No, the guy from yesterday. No, and no, seriously, no, he didn't. The four guy. No, he didn't do it. No one's ever heard of the four that he did. He did like no names. You need to be a rock star if you want to take out one of the fucking. If you want to be a celebrity killer. Because then, like, you get the notoriety, like Obama. People fight over that. People fight. Who gets to be the guy that kills Osama bin Laden? You know, like Obama was like, yeah, we got him. Like, yeah, that's a. Like, I bet there are other presidents that fuck. Like, ooh, I wish I was that guy. I wish I got to say that. That's a once in a presidential. That's a once in a fucking century presidential moment that you can say that we got him. I can see how that would be addictive. Like, you'd like that feeling. Yeah. So if you were the guy that like fucking took out, you know, hypothetically, purely hypothetically. So this guy's pretty prolific. So hypothetically, if there was a contract going around, do you reckon it would be competitive? I don't know. He's another success. So that's another success. That's another successful black man. Oh man, he was around the same age. Him and Michael Williams, both in their mid-50s when they passed. Granted, he was sick. He did actually have leukemia. But you know, see, the reason I'm still a little bit skeptical because my mum died. She had cancer, but that's not what killed her. What killed her was the treatment. So, you know, whether or not the liability there is criminal, that's a matter for the courts. Unless you had evidence to suggest that it definitely was intentional. Like you had, like fucking. Yeah. Anyway, we're not here to talk about my mum being murdered. We're not here to talk about Michelle Obama. No, we are. We are. Fuck. Idiot. Anyway, that's my potential connection to Michelle Obama. Because she was married to Barack Obama. Barack Obama, I'm pretty sure, like, I can say this. I was on Barack Obama's radar. Because I took legal action against that cafe in Melbourne, where they tried to say to me, you have to have a girlfriend. If you want to work here, you have to have a girlfriend. I said, no, I don't have to. And I took legal action. So that put me on Obama's radar. Yeah. That's not slander, I don't think. And then I wrote the CV with jokes in it. he's like, that's the same fucking guy. Fuck. And then I danced to Meredith. And then I had that really weird Meredith where I felt like I was being targeted. And I wrote a letter to the music festival because they kept bugging me. It's like, why don't you come to our festival anymore? I was like, because I went there and I felt like I was being targeted. And Obama, which is an interesting connection because Obama was a professional at targeted assassinations. That was his job, targeted assassinations. And then I went to a music festival and I was targeted. I wasn't assassinated though, so that's lucky. I don't know if they're still trying. Maybe, yeah, I'm pretty sure they would if they could. They would if they could. Probably, definitely, yeah. Probably. No, okay, no, probably. I don't know. No, I can't make that. You can't guarantee someone's going to do something until they do it. You know, unless you've got like really solid evidence to support that they are trying to kill you, like wiretaps, you know, or intercepted phone calls or messages, or Secret Service agents who have flipped are prepared to turn state's evidence. Like, not even flipped, because that sort of implies that they're in on the conspiracy, or they were there in the room when Obama was planning. No, allegedly. Say, okay, hypothetically, we'll take it away from Obama. So, say a Secret Service agent was in the room, overhears the president doing something, and then goes like, "That's fucked. Like, who do I work for?" And then the opportunity presents itself. It's like, we're going to prosecute this cunt. He's like, yeah, thank fucking Christ. About time. God damn it. Can I please testify? Please. Please. Please let me fucking testify. I want this prick on fucking death row. That might be, that Secret Service could do that. They're law and order guys, right? They're pretty committed. You might even say they're fanatical. You know, that's what they signed up for. And then they are in a room and like, you know, they say, it's like, that's not what I signed up for. I'm here to protect innocent people, not. I'm not saying. And then Bill Burr has that thing about like, I don't want to hear for the fucking plumber's wife. Like, you know, I don't want to hear. Maybe Michelle Obama's in the room too. Maybe maybe Secret Service is thinking the same thing. Maybe Secret Service guy is listen to Bill Burr. He's like, yes, fuck. Like, why is Michelle Obama involved in conversation? Like, if that happened, hypothetically, if that happened, why is Michelle Obama in conversation? Involved in decision making about fucking targeted assassinations. Why is she in the room? Why is she in the fucking room? No one voted for her. They voted for fucking her husband. They voted for Barack. Oh. Okay. I don't feel like I need a break. My team are going like, let's take a break now. Let's let that kind of let's let that let's let that sit there. You know. And for this video, hey, I can do that. So I can keep sharing my screen. Okay, that's cool. Just for this particular break, I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna let you I'm not gonna turn the music up. I'm just gonna go this. There you go. It's my highly sophisticated fade out. Okay, so yeah, so just so we're clear, okay, yeah, this is a podcast about Michelle Obama and suspected evidence collected by the FBI to support suspicions of targeted assassinations of innocent people. Welcome back to Pictures of No Pictures of a Bird. Fuck. Welcome back to people. See, people think this is a pro Pictures of a Bird podcast. Welcome back to No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr Tapscott. The show about women not the show about women not being allowed to vote. They shouldn't be allowed to vote. No. Of course they should. Only women should vote. No. That's not it either. That's not it either. Okay. I'm actually, yeah, okay. Let's dive straight into a Q&A. Bit of a live Q&A. Let's do a crowd check. How many have we got on the line? Wow! Over 1,000. That's good. How many? Okay. 1,179. It's alright. Look, if you're late, if you've joined us late, that's fine. It doesn't matter, because what I do is I take these videos. They're live, but they are recorded, and then they're on my YouTube channel. I publish them on X. It's lucky that Elon bought X when he did. That he bought Twitter and renamed it X when he did. It's lucky for me, because if Jack Dorsey was still in charge of Twitter, who knows? Anyway, I publish the videos on Twitter. On X, sorry. I publish the videos on X. And I also publish them on Spotify. No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr Tapscott on Spotify. So, if you're late joining us, that's fine. You can always catch up on any of those channels. Any of them. My handle on Twitter is, I'm pretty sure it's Taps Content. So I need to get a little card, I think. A little title card that I can sort of flash on the screen with all my different... Oh, that's not... No, it's just Nick Tapscott, I think. Nick Tapscott 999. That's it. Nick Tapscott 999. Oh wait, there's a little edit button here. Oh no, okay. So I can't write a super. It'd be cool if I could like write a super on the screen. Yeah. All right. Who wants to? Yeah. Tickets to the gun show. There you go. Yeah. All right. Maybe I did that on purpose. Definitely. I told you I'm vain. I told you. I never made any secret of the fact that I'm not vain. If you got a crush on Sylvia Jeffries, you need to fucking. She wouldn't. You got to be Sylvia. If you're aiming for Sylvia Jeffries, you got to like. You can't fucking skip. You can't cut corners there. Sylvia Jeffries, like. No, obviously, no, that's not. That'll never happen. That couldn't happen. Or could it? I don't know. That's up to Sylvia. Because what she says goes. In that instance, so the whole thing about a woman tells you what to, like, that's your job. you move into a house with a woman. That's your only goal as a man. To convince a woman to let you move in with her, and then when you're in that home, she's in charge of that home, and she tells you what to do every day. Dresses you, tells you what to do. Like if you have an opinion she doesn't like, bang, she can. No, she can't. Well, I don't know. Can she? I mean, physically she could. But what I'm trying to say is like that, with the exclusion, that I don't think that shouldn't happen. That's bad. That's a horror nightmare world. With the exception of unless your partner is Sylvia Jeffries, and if you're dating Sylvia Jeffries, what she says goes, bro. Like, she's the only one that's allowed to do it. If she tells you today you're wearing strawberry boxer shorts on your head, and you're going grocery shopping wearing nothing but a towel and strawberry boxer shorts on your head, that's what you're doing. You say yes. She's the only one. No one else. No other women. No. Only Sylvia Jeffries. So ask yourself before you are thinking about, like, all right, that's my role in this relationship. I tell my man what to do, and he fucking does it, or he's dead. No, he's not. Well, not literally. Like, you would literally murder him. Would you? If he doesn't do what he's told, you wouldn't literally murder him. Would you? I don't know. It's a bit dark. Yeah. Anyway. Don't do that. Don't murder your husband. Or your wife. There, equal. See, Michelle. It's not sexist. Men aren't allowed to kill their wives. No. Let's just make it easy. Let's just make it simple. No one's allowed to murder. No one's allowed to murder. Michelle Obama. No one is allowed to murder. They're not. It's going to catch up. It'll catch up. It'll catch up to you. See, execution isn't murder. If you're killed intentionally, like not all deaths are like murder. That's not murder. That's killing. Someone's on death row and they're legally executed. That's a killing. You can kill them. That's legal. That's different. That's different. That's not murder, Michelle. That's not murder. Executions, sanctioned by the state, if they've had due process and everything's legit, that's not murder. That's different. That's a different thing. The targeted assassinations carried out by Barack Obama, I'm assuming. No, of course. They're all above board. They're all of them. Every single one of them is completely above board. That's killing. Because he's commander-in-chief of the US military, and that's what they do. He's written all these laws. All the Patriot Act, beefed him up, basically giving him unlimited power to, take him out. He could do that. As the president, he could do that. Yeah, but that's killing. That's not murder. No murdering, Michelle. Michelle Obama. No one murdered Michelle Obama. And Michelle, in turn, please. I'm not saying that you have. I'm just saying, don't do it. Like, if you're thinking about it, you might be thinking about murdering me. You might be. It's a possibility. Don't try it. Don't. I mean, try it. I want you to. I want you to try it. Executions of terrorists like the Boston Marathon bomber who killed 3 people. That's not murder. That's different. That's killing. See, I was going to do a whole video on murder versus kill, but we're kind of talking about it now anyway. But no, this isn't the whole video. I'll do another one. Michelle Obama. Don't murder anyone. No one should murder. Man or woman. Men shouldn't murder women. Women shouldn't murder men. Men shouldn't murder men. Women shouldn't murder men. Or women. Or trans people. Don't murder them either. Sorry, I should have led with don't murder trans people. I should have said that one first. I should have. Don't murder Emperor Naruhito. Oh, that's not reverse psychology. No, it's not. You've got the card, like, yeah. Do the opposite of what Nick said. Yeah. No. So no, don't murder. That's not what I'm saying. That's not a reverse thing. I'm not saying don't murder. Don't go out and murder. Yeah. Because it's like, well, it's the opposite. No. Michelle Obama. No murder. Michelle, fuck. No murders. Google it. Like, all right, we'll do it together. Fuck, if there's any confusion still, I think there might still be some confusion about murder. About murder. Are we confused about murder? There might still be some confusion about murder. About murder. Charlie Murphy. Murphy almost sounds like murdered. It almost does. Murder is bad. Don't murder. Don't murder people like. Don't murder anyone. Michelle Obama, please. Don't murder anyone. Like everyone else. I'm not singling out Michelle Obama specifically. I'm just saying, everyone including Michelle Obama. Don't murder people. Just don't do it. Stop it. If you've done it, I'm not saying. Unless I had evidence to support. No, I'm not saying that I do have the evidence. There still seems to be a little bit of confusion. Murder. Here we go. Unlawful killing of a human with malice. All right, that's a good definition. Couldn't have said it better myself. Murder is the unlawful killing of another human without justification or valid excuse committed with a necessitary intention as defined by the law in a specific jurisdiction. Okay, so there's a little bit of foreshadowing of murder versus kill there. So, yeah, exactly. So, because killing in some circumstances, what it's actually saying there is killing in some circumstances is justified. Like we said, the execution of the Boston Marathon bomber who killed 3 people. He's a terrorist. Yeah, don't murder. Don't do that. Don't do what he says. Don't do what Donnie Doe does. That's right. Thank you, Matt. Matt's joined us. Matt Groening, creator of The Simpsons. I'm a big fan. I'm very flattered. I'd like to point to Matt's impeccable record, his unrivaled non-murder streak. Matt, what a streak he's got going of not murdering people. There's a long list of people he hasn't murdered. As much as he wants to, he says. No, he didn't say that. I said that. That was me. Everyone be like Matt. Just because you're in a position of power doesn't necessarily mean you have to murder people. I get it. If you're a president, it's part of your job. You have to do it. If you're anyone else that's not the president or a law enforcement, don't murder. No. Even the president can't murder. Not even a president can murder. A lawful killing authorized by the president. That's not murder. Presidents can't murder Barack Obama. Presidents can't murder Barack Obama. No, they can't. No, Trump can't murder Barack Obama. Trump could probably kill Barack Obama. If Barack Obama was convicted of terror, an act of terror, this isn't slander to say this is true. This is true to say this. If Barack Obama was convicted in a court of law of an act of terror, he could be killed legally by President Trump. President Trump could literally, legally kill Barack Obama. Because Barack Obama is still a US citizen. He could do it. Pretty sure he could. I don't know. There were some laws coming in about how the president's above the law or something. Some talk about that. Supreme Court or something. But I don't know. I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure you can still get executed if you're a president. Or especially a former president. If you're not even the president. Oh, that's the technicality. It's like you can't get executed for things that you did while you were president. Okay, so as the president, legally. So if you make a decision as the president, you can't then be prosecuted for that decision. If it's within the course of your duty. So if you make a decision as president, you can't then be And we have parliamentary privilege. That's a similar thing in Australia. So politicians do get some kind of leeway The King of England has like incredible powers. He does. But so that's in the course of, if you're a president in the course of, I think that's what Trump is trying to do. He's saying like, look, if you are fucking president when there's a war in Afghanistan and you fucking you assassinate people with targeted strikes, they can't whip around and go like, nah. Like, you made that decision and therefore you're criminally liable for that decision. Because that would like hamstring like a president. He's fucking every little decision he makes, he has to get a fucking team of lawyers to go, oh, it's okay, it's okay, we're clearing this. That would grind the office to a halt if the president had to do that. That would make the office of the president redundant completely. If they had to do that, if they could be prosecuted. So, I don't think Trump would execute Obama for any decision that he made in office, like the targeted assassinations that he carried out. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. No. Trump wouldn't execute him for that. If, however, not that though, but if, hypothetically, Obama was convicted in a court of law of extrajudicial killings, thus qualifying him, whether motivated by religion or politics, thus qualifying him as a domestic terrorist, if he was convicted and sentenced to death for terror, to being a domestic terrorist, he could be legally killed, executed. What is it? Usually lethal injection? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're saying yes. Yeah, lethal injection. Hey, because I told the story about the fucking... There you go, there's a nice little symmetry there. Because that was the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure... I don't know if that drug dealer knew Michelle Obama. I don't know. There's the hand thing again. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. Maybe Michelle Obama knew that guy. Maybe she knew someone that knew it. I don't know. New York's pretty small. You can't rule out that Michelle Obama knew. Now, anyway, I was talking about how Barack Obama can be legally executed by President Trump by lethal injection if he is convicted of acts of terror. If he is designated a terrorist. if the FBI presents evidence in a court, if he's caught, we know where he is. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to catch him. Like, he fucking, like, where's he gonna? He's famous. Like, he can't go on the lam. You know, like, he can't go to Mexico. The state police will pick him up instantly. Like, Canadians, you know, the Mounties are fucking. He could fly himself to Guantanamo Bay. That'd say. No, he wouldn't. Why would he do that? Maybe he said like Jack Nicholson. It's like, unless I'm not gonna get a blowjob, unless a woman is elected president, full bird colonel. Maybe Obama was thinking joke. I don't know. It's a joke there. I know. Obama blowjob, full bird colonel, Jack Nicholson. I just wanted to work the Jack. You can't handle the truth. It's the Jack Nicholson impression in. I just wanted to weave that in there. Why is that relevant to a conversation about Michelle Obama? Why is that relevant? I don't know. That's handy. There you go. Anyway, yeah, lethal injection. That's how they'd take him out. That's how Barack Obama would die. If the FBI had evidence that Barack Obama has assassinated people or has ordered the deaths of people and was motivated by politics or religion, and he was convicted of terror, which is a federal crime in the United States, he could be executed by a lethal injection legally. It could happen. It's not an impossibility. That's all I'm saying. And you know, Michelle Obama, she was in the room. That would make her an accomplice. Like, I don't know. Like, would it make her an accomplice? Yes. That would make her an accomplice. It's like, I mean, and if, hypothetically, of course, if the FBI had presented evidence, and say someone flipped yesterday who committed 4 murders. Someone flipped yesterday. Went to the FBI and said, I'm going to tell you fucking everything because I don't want it's a lethal injection. I want to avoid that. Anyway, if the FBI had evidence that Michelle Obama was not only an accomplice, not only an accomplice to Barack Obama's assassinations, if hypothetically he has committed them. Well, I mean, the illegal ones, not the ones he did professionally as a president. But also had evidence that if the FBI had evidence that Michelle Obama was an assassin, she could be convicted of a domestic terrorist and legally killed, legally executed, perfectly legal. See, if no one would come after you then, like, no, if all those events happened, and it's unlikely. That's an unlikely string of events. The evidence that the FBI would have evidence that Michelle Obama, I'm just spitballing you, hypothetically, this is a good. Okay, let's make this. I'm going to Bill Burr. I'm going to pitch it. You're a powerful guy in Hollywood. I've got a movie idea. I've got an idea for a movie. I'm going to pitch you right now on this live stream an idea for a movie. A character based on Michelle Obama. Not Michelle Obama, but a character based on Michelle Obama in a movie is arrested by the FBI because they've got evidence that she's fucking not just an accomplice to her husband's murders, but also she's committed several herself, like with her own bare hands. And then she's like tried and convicted. I don't know, it might be a boring movie because it'd just be like so clear cut. It's like, where's the conflict there? Like, it's like, well, where's the conflict? The FBI just turn up, it's like, you're under arrest, take her to jail, here's the evidence. Bang, convicted, sentenced to death, bang, death row. How long? I don't know, 10 years? Sits there, just knowing that, like, there's no way out. Like, she's just on death row. Would they send her to Guantanamo Bay? Probably, I mean, like, probably. That's what it's for terrorists. Like, Obama, like, he kept it there. He beefed up the laws. Obama himself. Like, how ironic would that be? The symmetry in that. If the laws that Obama himself wrote to make it easier for him to assassinate terrorists were then used against him. Fuck. See? This is why I'm pitching it to you, Bill. This is why. Because it would make such a good story. It would make a really good movie. All right. I actually do have to. I have to go somewhere tonight. Like, no, it's not dark. No, that sounded really ominous. I needed to go like fucking nothing like that, or write a poem in a graveyard or something, which I have done recently. Yeah, I have done. I did it, recently. I read a big list of the following people are gay. I was in a fucking graveyard at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday. I didn't use their real names, but it was like, yeah, wink, wink. Like, these people, yeah. If you were one of those people who read it, you would like, oh, that's... Fuck, he thinks I'm gay? Fuck, I'm not. Anyway, no, that's not what I'm doing tonight. No, I'm doing something very wholesome. I'm having dinner. I'm having dinner with my old man. Anyway, a lot of people can't do that, A lot of veterans, a lot of kids of veterans can't have dinner with their dad tonight because their dad's dead. They died in Afghanistan. Has anyone seen that Frontline doc, Obama's War? Has anyone seen that? Anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked again because we're going to go to a Q&A because I do have to go. That's what I was trying to say. That's all I was trying to say. I think I've ticked everything off the list that I needed to say in this particular video. For now, so we can go to Q&A. We can do like 20 minutes of Q&A. 22 minutes. That's like a snake thing. There you go. All right. 22 minutes of Q&A. Should we take a break first? A short break as like a little palate cleanser. Okay, let's do that. Let's take a very short break as a palate cleanser. I'm going to play a single song. Big fan of the artist Cool Keith, by the way, everyone. Cool Keith. Recommend Cool Keith. It's my highly sophisticated audio system. This way I don't get copyright strikes.
Yeah, motherfucker. That's right. The motherfucker in the house. Cool Keith. Fuck all the bullshit. Let's get to the real shit. Yeah. Your rhyme texture soft kid like a stripper's ass with a touch of plastic. Right with a local style talking about competitive shit you never mastered. You the wanna be thug, nigga. You ain't bug, nigga. I cut your bitch ass up, leave your legs under the rug, nigga. Who wants to whip last? Cigarette burns, broken face, head pinned up in a cast. Me standing on the top of your tour bus, butt naked with a fucking hockey mask. Slicing your cashmere with a sharp 7-Up glass. Don't you know I'm sick, nigga? Lick my dick, nigga. 44 caliber killer, gun toe to hide your kneecaps in a Lexus motor. Pack your stomach in the compartment. Old dingy fucked up Bronx department. Don't piss me off with a Tech 9 loaded in the bullshit street argument. I don't care how hard you get. You're just another man that never lived in the projects popping shit. You ain't stopping shit. Fuck that Batman and Robin shit. And what block you with? Kneel down, make a nigga like you call me Big Ernest. Bake your intestines, throw your stomach in the furnace. Watch the thermostat. You ain't no fucking fat cat. You never lived in the projects. You ain't no drug dealer. You never lived in the projects. You ain't no drug dealer. You never lived in the projects. You ain't no drug dealer. Rude boy with a temper like a Jamaican off a Haitian boat. Caribbean ruckus. With an Elvis wig, slap the piss out of one of you untalented rap motherfuckers. Bodyguards won't work with a 30-shot carbine under my Dominican shirt. Submachine in the duffel bag, watching Sesame Street with my daughter peeping Ernie and Bert. With backstage passes, wearing a long trench coat. Get Mara Senior Projects in Jackson in a Madison Square Garden concert. Ready for CBS and NBC to do a big network. The average guy having a product manager and a female publicist wearing a fucking bulletproof vest. I got time for motherfuckers acting like Elliot Ness. Winchester sword off, blow your rollers through your fucking chest. Splatter body pieces while blood drips off your girl's dress. I'm ready for more progress. Have your head sent home and a piece of your leg sitting on the record company desk. Extort like a mad nigga in Western Union. You don't have a clue man how I get through, man. You never lived in the projects. You ain't no drug dealer. You never lived in the projects. You ain't no drug dealer. You never lived in the projects. You ain't no drug dealer. You never lived in the projects. You ain't no drug dealer.
Okay, thank you, Keith. Thanks, Keith. Mr Tapscott. He's back. Alive, live and still alive. Live and still alive. Yeah. I'm back. Yeah, I'm just going to put, because that was just my, that was just the break music. Wasn't thematic. No, it's not. I didn't put that on specifically because we're talking about Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. Let's go back to Zoo Eyes. Can't go wrong with fucking Zoo Eyes, can you? Aldous Harding. You can't. Okay. Hit me. No, don't hit. Don't literally hit me. Shoot me. No, don't. Please ask me questions. Are my eyes really blue? Yeah, they are really. Yep, they are really blue. I don't know. Can you see? I can't see. Yeah, they are. They are really blue. I'll try and take a photo. Oh, yeah, I'll take a photo. I'll put a photo on X tonight of my eyes. I had a school photo when I was a kid, and it was like a time in my life when my fucking head was all developing and shit, but my eyes are like big, and then you can see how, yeah, you can see they're big and blue. I've got blue eyes. They're dark blue though, so like, and that's why like the lighting's a bit low, so the pupils are big, so you can't really see that I've got blue eyes. But yeah, I do have blue eyes, but they're like dark blue. They're not like a lot of people that are icy blue, that light blue, that ice blue. That's not my eyes. My eyes are dark blue, like the ocean. I'll show you. I'll show you the color of my eyes. This is a good. See how weaving self-promotion is. All right. Show. Oh, murder. Wow. Oh, that's the dark thing. See, I forgot about all the murders for 2 seconds. You know. Let's go. Okay, there we are. Yeah. So everyone can see that. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's the color of my eyes. That blue, that ocean blue. Dark, like, cause I'm from South Australia, so it's like the color of the ocean locally. Kind of that. That's not really a good example, but yeah. Ooh, that's right. Anyway, that color. So what I'm eventually going to do as well is put like a blog. That's my phone number, everyone, by the way. If you want to call me, go for it. I don't care. And that's my email address. Email me at any time. This is my website. It's publicly available. tapscontent.net. One thing I'd like to flag. I'll show you something. That's right. That's what they. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, so they've already edited him out. But yeah, I googled Taps content before. Or maybe it's like this. Maybe I just need to do one word. And there was some fucking poser. Yeah, this can't. Look at him. Net influencer. So this is the type of shit that. Yeah. So this is Obama. Obama did this. He set up a rival Taps content. So it's like Tap. Yeah. Look. See? And then this shit happens. Doing things. Taps content creator, Jake Krantz as creative director. See what I mean? So they set up this fake company and got this guy's like, yeah, I'm Taps content. And it's like, I know you didn't do it, you loser. I know. And they've backdated it, right? So they've just backdated. So it's like, I know, so this one's 14th of April. But what they've done is like, and they're lying. All of these numbers are fake. 100 million followers. Bullshit. 4.5 million followers. Across platforms. Which platforms? Facebook? Where they can just like, oh yeah, here you go. Congratulations. Here's like fucking 100 million followers. Absolutely horseshit. Who's heard of fucking Jake Krantz? You know. Yeah. So anyway, that's this cunt is a fake cunt. This is someone they've set up to rival me. But obviously, needless to say, I have no rivals because he can't do what I do. He can't do it. He can't. He physically can't do what I do. Hey, Jake, if you're listening, and he is, I know you are. Quit your fucking job, bro. Like CIA, yeah, dude. They won't kill you now. Like now that I've called you out, they won't. You're protected. I promise. If you walk away now, you won't. Okay. I can't. Now that I've used your name, I can't make the allegations, but publicly. Someone's going to be in touch. I'll just say that. Someone's going to be in touch. They may or may not be working for the FBI. They probably will be working for the FBI. It probably will be the FBI. The FBI are probably going to contact you. I can say that. Anyway, Jake. I don't know. No, someone's going to be in touch. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I know you. I know everything you've done. We all know. Me and my team. Anyway, thanks for playing, Jake. You fucking idiot. Anyway, that's not slander. No, it's not. No, I'm allowed to do that. I am. Yeah. Okay. Lawyers just said. Yeah. You can, yeah. All right. Cool. Eat shit, Jake. Okay. Next question. What was the first? Why did I start talking about that? My eyes really blue, and then we started talking about fucking Jake. The fuck? Like, yeah. Okay. Next question, please. Do I like pretty flowers? Yes, I do. As long as they're dead. No. No. I love. Of course, I love nice things. I do. I really do. Well, you see, there's a spectrum. Everyone has a spectrum. Everyone has a shadow side. Everyone has like a personality. You know what I mean? Like the persona that you wear when you're going to have tea with your nana is different to the persona that you wear when you're playing footy. You know? Yeah. When you're in your locker room talk, like if you're having beers with the boys after you won a footy game, that's different. That personality is very different to the personality that you present when you're having tea with your nana. You know? Same. I'm the same. when I'm talking about murder, targeted assassinations, yes, I am a very dark fucking character. Because that's a heavy topic, so I wear black, you know, like, I've got the cop hat here, you know, when I'm out in the street, like, fucking dodging assassins, calling them out, going right up to the faces, like, you're an assassin, fuck you, like, I look like a fucking hard cunt. Even when I'm lucky enough to have a glass of wine with Sylvia Jeffries. I mean, I might bring flowers. I might. I don't know. That's a hypothetical. You know, just like Michelle Obama. Well, Michelle Obama's not hypothetical. Some of the allegations being leveled at her. Could be hypothetical. I don't know. They're probably not. They're probably not. Okay, thank you. Thanks for the question. Are you going to be a lawyer? Well, I do my I'll do my own lawyering. Like, I'll represent myself if I need to. I probably will. Like, at some point. I have already represented myself. Yeah. No, like, because then you have to be actually, like, if you want to represent someone else who's not yourself, you actually have to, like, get a law degree. You have to pass the bar exam and all that shit. You're allowed to represent yourself in courts of law in Australia, at least, and I think in the United States, a couple more jurisdictions, you're allowed to do that. You don't have to have a lawyer. You can go in without a lawyer and represent yourself in front of a judge. But to represent someone else and charge them money to do that, you have to be certified. Like, you have to have like a fucking, like, pass a bar exam or whatever. There are ways to skirt around that. Like, you can be fucking like a fucking advisor, you know. So, like, a legal team, you know, so Aaron Patterson's legal team might have, for example, hired a private investigator who advised them. Like, lawyers can seek advice, so you can get, there are ways around that, but I don't know. No, I'm kind of too busy to worry about, like, individuals, and, like, I'm not going to defend someone who's guilty. I'm more likely to be the prosecutor. So that's more my function in the legal world, is to more like to aid the prosecution. Because of shit like this, because I can just go out. I'm pretty sure, like, I know where the bodies are. I know where they are. Your DNA is on it. Like, I know where you buried them. Here's the CCTV. Here's you driving away. Here's you buying the shovel. Like, so I'm more likely to aid the prosecution than be a defense attorney for someone else. If they're innocent, fuck yeah. I mean, if they're innocent, I'd clear them. Yeah, and I'd know if they're innocent or not. I would step in then, but I don't know if I'd actually, like, be a lawyer in court. I'd just tell the prosecution, like, no, he didn't do it. Like, here's who did do it. Like, you got the wrong guy. So no, I'm not going to be a practicing lawyer. No. Thank you for the question. Yeah. Do I have a background in law and order previously? No. No. I did legal studies in year 12. Well, thank you. Like, you know, the statement was, "You're like a fucking genius," and I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, maybe, yeah. Like, yeah, you said it. I agree. Yeah, no argument. Like, well, I've been open about who and what I am. You know, like, I wrote a fucking book about it. Yeah. Yes, I mean, yeah, I could, yeah. But anyway, no, I did legal studies in year 12, and that kind of, like, set the, obviously, like, I have, like, a legal mind. Like, I'm a language guy, right? I'm all about language. And law is language. Law is language, right? So I've got a naturally, like, creative, and you see that. Like, Bryce Courtney is a writer and a lawyer. Like, you'll see that a lot. Like, lawyers and writers can be interchangeable, you know. And so I'm kind of like a writer. I am a writer. So, like, so they kind of go hand in hand. They're closely related. So I did legal studies in year 12, and that sort of set the basis that sort of set. So I kind of understood like how the Australian legal system works. Like I understand, like, and logically it all makes sense. It's like, okay, cool. Like if you get like a higher court can overturn a conviction of a lower court, cool. That's all right, makes sense. And then the rest of it was just like, well, and then what kind of put me on the radar was my awakening. Like I never studied law. I studied communications, so media, because I wanted to be a writer. But then what kind of put me on the radar and, you know, let me know that I actually I know what I'm doing is when I took the legal action against the cafe, and I did it on my own. And like apparently, from what I've heard, the legal fraternity of Australia were like, "Fuck this guy!" Like, "Fuck, like, the fuck just happened?" Like, and that's how I got on the radar of Obama's radar, because everyone was like, "The fuck!" Like, they did that on his own. Like, he didn't have a lawyer do that. I'm like, no, like, he just did it. Because I won that action. They're like, you shouldn't win. And I'm like, you successfully prosecuted. You successfully won an action where a man sued a woman for sexual harassment, and you won without even actually stepping into the court. You just like was so fucking. The argument that you presented was so brutal that they just had to capitulate. Like, fuck, I can't argue with that. Like, all right, you win. Like, yeah. And so the legal profession were like, fuck. And then they countered. They came back at me. And then my lawyer, I told my lawyers, like, because they wanted to take a fucking restraining order out against me. And then I went in and said, like, no, well, and then I argued, I like, my lawyers were like, well, just capitulate, just like take the restraining order. I'm like, no, I'm contesting it because it's bullshit. And they're like, oh, really? And then I went like, look, here's her signature saying, on the letter, saying, I'm sorry, I fucking sexually harassed you at work. And here's her signature on the restraining order signed the next day. Look, here it is. And they were just like, she's just being a bitch. I'm like, yes, fuck. And so they like put like all the lawyers, like her lawyer, went like, you didn't tell me, fucking idiot. Like they said that to her. Her lawyer said to her, you're an idiot. And yeah, and so that's sort of what put me on the radar, because like I did that. And I was like, fuck, this guy, who is this fucking wild card? Just comes out of nowhere. It's a barista, drunken barista. Just torpedoes these cunts. And that's what put me on the radar. And so obviously I've got like a bit of a natural, like, a thing for it, you know. I can't, like, yeah, I can't remember your original question. Oh yeah, do I have a background in law? Yeah, okay, so that answers that question. Correct. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's my background in law. So look, and there's, like I said, there's a lot of crossover. So my training in communications and writing is like, I'm supposed, like advertising is, you're supposed to convince someone of an argument. So like you could argue that a copywriter and a lawyer are the same, because that's what you're trying to do. It's like you're trying to write an argument to convince someone of something. So a copywriter would just like, I'm trying to write an argument to convince you to buy a Jeep. A lawyer is like, I'm trying to write an argument to convince you to let my client off the hook to a jury, you know. So it's very similar. It's very similar. So my training in communications goes hand in hand. Like it literally does. Like that's what I use. I use the same skills that I picked up in communications to do law stuff. Yeah. Okay, next question. 3 minutes left, and then I really do have to go. What are my plans from here? My team tend to do that, so I'm kind of like I feel a bit awkward saying it, but I'm kind of like I'll take the edge off. I'm not going to say a rock star. I'm kind of like a touring musician, where it's like I've got a management team, and they go, right, you're here, you're going to this city. So I've got like a team that does that, and then I kind of, for security reasons, I don't necessarily know. I just sort of know roughly what's going to happen. I know that I'm not staying here forever. Like, this isn't the end of the road for me. I'm probably going to go back to Sydney. Probably. I'll probably move to Melbourne and do what I do here, there. You know, so since coming back to Victor Harbour, that's what I've been doing. I've been like, this cunt, hey, you're a fuckwit. Like, literally walking around, like, calling out the douchebags. And so other places in the world have a douchebag infestation. So, New York City, strap in, motherfuckers, because I'm coming. I'm Omar. I'm coming. I'm coming to clean your fucking streets. Yes. Anyway, Michael Williams. The late, great Michael Williams. He will be avenged. He will be. Michelle. If you want to help, Michelle. Like, yeah, Michelle Obama. If you want to help me avenge the death of the actor, Michael Williams, who played the iconic character Omar, I'd love to have your help. I'd love you to help me avenge his death, please. Let's work together on this one. Let's go talk to the FBI and tell them. No, I mean, yeah, do it. Get deputized. Yeah, as long as you've got nothing to hide, you can be deputized. As long as they don't already have like dossiers of fucking information on you about you being involved in like hypothetically murders or whatever. Yeah, just approach them. Just go, hey, Michelle Obama here. I want to help. I want to help stop murders. They'd love to hear from you. They'd love it. They would. They would. So that's the answer. Anyway, unfortunately, we're all out of time. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr Tapscott. Episode title, Michelle Obama. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Anyway, so I have to go because I really do. I'm late. I'm actually late, so I have to run. I have to run right now. I am going to leave you with some music to play you out, and remind you, like and subscribe. Join the channel. Don't forget, you can always find me on X. You can always find me at Taps Content. If you just Google Nick Tapscott or Taps Content, I should pop up. You can go to my website. You can find me on Spotify. I'll see you again, almost certainly tomorrow. Unless I get taken out by a drone strike. Who knows? That wouldn't happen. That couldn't happen. Would it happen? I don't know. I haven't made enemies with anyone recently who's prone to drone striking. They're enemies. Yeah. Have I? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. Have I forgotten something? No, everyone's saying no. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm going to play you out.
An empty case.
I'm going to play you out.
Yeah. Outro, madman. Every time I see your motherfucking ass, you always with some motherfuckers around you. You know why? Cause you're motherfucking scared. But I'ma pick you out, motherfucker. I like to boost myself, cause all you niggas can kiss my ass. Critics lick my balls, bitches get jealous. Y'all on some old funny ass shit, hang with a bunch of fellas. You can't fuck with me, shiny hair like Kelly Sibelius. Look at your favorite rap star, corny as a motherfucker. Scarecrow hardcore, I'll flip your tour bus over. Put your plug on your stage show, on your fucking tour. Put a piece of your fucking hand in the refrigerator. Book your shit Monday. You see me with 3 niggas with stocking caps, with sawed-off shotguns, waiting for your black ass to come to power play, blow your session away. You don't wanna fuck around. I don't give a fuck if you're in the studio with bodyguards. You can hide behind fucking Big Ray, bash you in the face with a fucking ashtray, move you out in a stretcher, walk you to the fucking ambulance with blood all over my fucking pants. That's what you get for trying to do a b-boy stance. Next, I'ma step to all you homo-ass niggas that dance. Move that glittery shit out my vision and face the fucking collision. Treat you like the Lifers Group, 27 years, I'ma act like I'm in fucking prison. Say something now, motherfucker, say something. I'll bite your fucking nose, spit back in your fucking lap. See something funny? See something funny? See something funny, motherfucker? Amputate your face off. Fuck around, cut your shoulder blade off. Disconnect 3 of your fingers, you won't be able to point that shit or wave a fucking cab down. Yeah. Look at you bleeding with that rap shit on the fucking ground. That's right, motherfucker. You knew I was coming to see you from the beginning. You was talking on that bullshit.
What music is that?
Cool Keith.
Who?
Cool Keith.
No. Not listening to that. Not listening to Tupac at work.